Hi, Sonamani.
Hi, Saify. Hi, others.
Sonamani, you can inform everybody that today we are gathering.
Yeah.
Dr. Fazal is not there in today's meeting, but we are there in the heart.
Actually, we are going to interact ourselves. What is that we got the benefit out of doctor's teaching, and how it has helped us know in terms of personally, officially, or any other way, so that we'll all be able to find out that how effective the classes are for us, so that we are all benefited out of it. And Saify has got thinking now that this kind of interaction will help each and everyone, because everybody would have faced challenges, or everybody would have faced a lot of grace from God, and how they got out of it. All these things we'll be able to share it, and again it will be an eye opener for each and every one of us to feel that we are in a very right company and association.
Absolutely. Yeah, and Swarnamani, when you are talking, part of your head, the camera is covering.
Yeah.
So today people can take the liberty of keeping their video on, so that their feedback gets recorded, and it will become a document for all of us to cherish.
Yeah.
So today's event is it is something which we will showcase to our friends. So like listening from the beneficiaries, from the angle of those who have benefited from this session, isn't it?
Yeah. Can we divide into three, Saify, like this? Yeah. Number one, what is that? Suppose if I'm having a business, how I have implemented it in terms of business wise. Number one. Number two, in terms of personal wise, in the family, how I got this thing, and in terms of that others, third party, how they got benefited out of it, which you may be knowing so many things. So we split into three parts, and probably each one can probably we can go around that personally how I got it. Then we can go to the next round, how they got into when they are doing the business, whatever the way it has to be done, how they are benefited. In that way, everyone will be able to relate it to what they are. Is it okay with you?
Yeah. It can be done like this.
Yeah.
Very prayerfully, we will hope that our message is crisp and clear.
Yeah.
Maybe some people will be inspired to share how they got connected with this with this fellowship.
Yeah.
Second can be how their business became easiness, our attitude changed. So when doctor teaches, he questions profession and business as something that should not give you any kind of stress. It is something to be made easy, and we rely only on Allah and not on business or any other effort.
Yeah.
As you know, his constant teaching is no self-confidence, only confidence from the power above us. Yeah. So like today, somebody was talking to me. So what is this program? She said, she asked me, I can understand, she says, that it will give us divine power. It will give us divine power. And that is under us. Then I told her, no, let's rephrase this. We are under the divine power, and there cannot be divine power under us. It is only when we seek, we receive. So we never become powerful Baba ever. We remain insignificant, always seeking his glory. The day we think that we have got divine power, that day we are getting, going astray. So we are insignificantly depending on the greatest significance, who is in charge of the whole universe and us also, Rahman and Rahim. That is what Dr. Fazlur teaches. So we are never in stress with regard to business. How we converted our business into easiness. Yeah, how we made
ஒரு சில்லானா
user, you are okay. I can be made a moderator also, and so that I can switch off the and mute somebody whose noise is coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So user, okay, I have muted.
The God has given the power to you.
All right. So Swarnamani, let us begin, because in my screen you are first.
Oh,
so
okay.
Let us have your feedback like this.
Yeah.
You can, in crisp, you can say how you came in contact,
yeah,
and what dilemma went in your life and how you have benefited, and what is your message to others on based on the benefit we have got. So
okay,
let it be 2 minutes so that we can finish the meeting today in 1 hour.
Okay.
Right.
With your permission, because you are the moderator, with your permission, please allow me to talk in English as well as in Tamil.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Actually, I came in contact with Dr. Fazlur in 2010. But let me be very frank with you all. And I didn't have a good opinion at all. I thought it is all gimmick. It's not true. Because I always thought, man is not genuine. So without knowing the fact of him, I thought otherwise about him. And no, let me see. Because of my persuasion in what I'm going to listen, that has only changed me. I will not say that changed me to a path, but changed my opinion on him. That is how I started. But the thing is, afterwards, to tell you frankly that personally, officially, really, I'm top of the world with God's grace.
Yeah. So what are those aspects where you feel this learning made you feel top of the world?
Because I could find out that he was true in his speech. He was very true. Whatever he was sharing, it is only he was implementing it and then not doing it. Not that you are he has not talked to us with an impressive way. He was expressive, very much expressive. Because of that, I came to know that you are on the chumma pesala, நம்மளெல்லாம் வந்து இந்த வழிக்கு கொண்டு வரணும்ங்கிறதுக்காக பேசல. It is his path. He wanted to tell whether up to us to take it or not. That was his this thing. And அதுதான் என்ன வந்து it has not changed a little bit of me.
My question is what all changes you have had that you share kindly.
See, if I have to tell you, normally என்னோட friends வந்து என்ன நாயகன்பாங்க. அவ்வளவு நாயகன். I don't know how many of you have seen the movie Nayagan. All atrocities he will do for good. But it has changed me. I was very mellowed down in everything. It is not that totally na கோபத்தெல்லாம் விட்டேன்னு சொன்னேன்னா நான் போய் சொல்றேன்னு அர்த்தம். But it has reduced a lot. It has reduced a lot. இப்ப என்ன பொறுத்த மட்டும் டாக்டர்கிட்ட குரானை படிக்கிறத விட டாக்டர் action, if you are able to follow, that itself will give you benefit. Because the way he talks to the client, the patient, the way he talks to the external person, it is amazing. You cannot make him angry at all. So that has attracted me, and try to, why not be without anger I can deal with people.
You have cultivated that.
Yeah, many times I have succeeded in that. Many times I have succeeded in that because you are able to listen, because you are not angry. If you are not angry, you'll be able to listen to the person.
All right. So as we are going ahead with others, anybody can interject and unmute themselves, because sometimes while others are talking, we get inspired to share something more. So please feel free to interject and share your additional feedback. And I request each person to take the liberty of switching on their video, so that today we have a because normally only doctors speak, so we don't have to switch on our video. But
Well,
today,
we also don't understand their face also, because we only sometimes know the names only.
yeah. So
For example, I know Sajid so much, but I have not seen him.
All right, then please show your face today. Okay. All right, then Sadiq.
Yes, hi.
Yeah, you are the second in the screen. Please express.
I would like to continue from Swarnamani speaks.
Okay.
While speaking, he said, "Doctor speaking the truth." Yeah, he is speaking the truth because he understand that only people peacefulness we will live peaceful life in different way. How can you say? If people live happily, satisfiedly, then we can live satisfiedly, happily. He understand that. So that's why he start to telling the truth. He doesn't bother about who cares about that, who doesn't cares about that. I understand after some years gone only, I got that point. So I took that point and I started to live in that path only.
Yeah.
So I am trying.
Share one of your life example. What changes it has brought in your life?
For example,
what you have
Dr.
done.
Mission was while he was studying medical MBBS, he thought that this medical system is not at all going to cure. Like that, he was step by step upgraded. During that acupuncture period, doctor have one vision. He would like have a doctor in everyone home. At least a single person is a doctor in everyone home. In that, it's a inspiration for me. For in other matter, I have a vision now. What means in family we will have brothers, sisters, like that, right? So in each and every family, at least one person will be a food producer. Because the food is a basic need for every human being. So at least one person will be a food producer to share the food worldwide with any cost, without any cost. We should not fix money for that. So I am started my path in that direction. I am just a beginner. Inshallah, it will be grow, spread. So today this is a chance given by Allah to spread this news all over the people and our group also.
Lovely. Okay, so Sadiq, it's very nice. It will be very insightful for us if you later on document your project and share it in our Value Life Mission group.
Yeah, I planned a small video. I will inshallah I will upload coming 2 or 3 days in that Value Life Mission.
Yeah, so we have this Value Life Mission group in which we will only share what we are passionate about and what we want to let the world join in our passion. So let us not send forwards at all. And even today's discussion,
that is not a forward. That is my 1 year project work. What I have done in the past 1 year.
Yeah, that is what I'm encouraging, Mohammed Sadiq. That is what I'm encouraging. Let everybody take turn to share their professional advancements, their activity advancement, enriched by collective learning and inspiration from Dr. Fazl's teaching. So that will inspire others. So that is what we want always. And if at all we are inspired by any forwards, we are welcome to send it with our comments on it. So, and it should not be too long because today people attention span is very less.
2 minutes or don't worry.
Yeah. No. Yeah, you can encourage others also. Okay, so now we have Sadiq Bacha, whose screen is on. Would you like to share? And others be ready, please.
Salam to everyone, Saify especially.
Salam.
Many times we interacted earlier also in the value mission.
Yeah.
And I shared my experience also previously. And I'm interacting with a few members in offline very frequently whenever I'm getting a time. So Dr. Fazal, how I came to know this 2 years before I had a chance. 2 years before, people will say, no, my life is in hell. People will used to say from heart, right? When they feel something bad in their when the situation comes worst against the particular person and a particular point of time, they'll feel like my life is in hell. So that I felt it one more at the moment, because affected by a lot of diseases with my kids especially. So previously I used to totally depend on the allopathic medicine. So I knew the lot of doctors who specialized in a lot of diseases. So I thought these people will, these are the saviors of the world.
Mm.
So one disease, when my kids get affected in the disease, then I approached all these doctors.
Mm.
But nobody gave the satisfactory answer because they don't have it.
Mhm.
Then I came to know that, okay, these people are playing around with their knowledge is growing every day, every day.
Mm.
So yesterday they'll say like cholesterol is the three I think so 10 years before there was a myth like cholesterol is bad for health. So the American Medical Association said cholesterol is bad for health. Then they totally banned the coconut oil everywhere in the world. But now the same American Association says that cholesterol is good for health. So that whatever they're saying yesterday, today they're saying in different format.
Mm.
So then I came to know that whatever they're saying, it's not a real one.
Mm.
Then by grace of Allah, I came to know that doctor's speech. Then slowly, when I started, first time I switched off the TV. Why this gentleman is talking like this? He's saying it, don't go to mosque, don't go to prayer, or something like this.
Mm.
Then slowly I started that conscious speak to me. I opened the he actually he slowly this grace of God only I can say that all of a sudden in this 2 years of time, whatever disease affected my family, everything is gone by the grace. Now everything is settled. Now the life is so peaceful. I'm seeing the heaven in every day. The peaceful mind, peaceful family, peaceful surrounding, peaceful friends. So everything I'm receiving it day by day. This is what Allah is saying it. You will get a heavenly life here and hereafter. So
Mm.
this I feel it now. I felt it now. So I'm so comfortable. Previously, I used to have the interaction with more friends. Now nobody is coming to me because when we open a chapter about this, especially doctor speech, it's totally new to the world. I can say that, but nobody listens. So whoever loves to hear, those people only will get connected. Like this group, we can say we are not talking about the worldly pleasure. So we are about talking about peace, peace, peace
Mm.
every day. So this is what the world wants, but everybody is rejecting this one. They put themselves into the worldly pleasure, right?
Mm.
So now whatever, it's a small group of people, but so connected with the heart. That's what I felt it in this one.
Yeah.
Mashallah, every day. So this group will get increased by the grace of Allah.
Yeah. So,
Can
Sadiq,
Thanks to everyone.
can you tell
Yeah.
me can you tell me one incident, one incident which has changed you from that day onwards?
One incident. Okay.
Only one incident.
One incident you want. Okay.
yeah.
See, my 3 year, I have one daughter and son. Okay. My 3 year son, he got infected with lactic intolerance. So whenever he have some milk, that time he used to have a diarrhea.
Okay.
So currently I'm in Dubai. So whenever I'm going to India, that time we used to admit him in the hospital. So that time I was so pride in this allopathic medicine. So I used to contact with the VIP doctors. So we used to admit him in the big hospitals, multi-specialist hospital, and those people, whatever they're saying, I was taking it as a final word. So, but 1 month he was in the full on medication. Then after comes to home, again the next month he will get affected with the same disease. Then this full body got rashes also, full rashes. So side by side, his disease is not get cured, but in other format it's getting increased. This was then that my daughter also got affected. My daughter also 3 months of time, my wife noticed she is getting a frequent urinated, nearly like 40 times, 50 times. That time I was in Dubai, I believe. My wife suddenly called at night 1 o'clock and said, see, our daughter is in dangerous zone. Nearly 50 times she is going to urine and she is totally tired. I don't know whether she will be survived in the morning. Then I started crying myself, because that time I was doing a ritual prayer all the times. What the world teaches us, that was I'm doing it. That was the 1 month before only I started listening doctor's speech and got admired from this one. So I thought of calling doctors. Night 4 o'clock, I think I messaged him in the WhatsApp group. Then he seen that message and he prayed for my daughter. And 5 o'clock, I called the doctor and I connected. I took my wife in the conference. So we three interacted, and doctor said only one thing: God never punishes. He is just testing you. Whether like there in Quran 2, I think in 2.155, I can say in Tamil, ஓரளவு அச்சத்தாலும் பசியாலும் உயிர்களின் விளைச்சலாலும் உங்களை சோதிப்போம், பொறுமையுடையோருக்கு நற்செய்தி கூறுவீராக. This is the verse he said, first verse. Then he started telling it. God is saying, ஓரளவு அச்சத்தாலும். ஓரளவு means somehow. He is not totally keeping you away. Somehow he is testing you. But if you are a patient, if you have a patient.
Tell me now, after that, when she became all right?
So the moment
you talk to the doctor,
yeah,
everything is fine.
That time, yeah. Then I think he prayed for 30 seconds for my daughter. Then the moment, then she asked, "How is the baby now?" Then I said, "She's sleeping now. So when she wake up, then we'll tell you, doctor." Then evening we called doctor. That time she was fine and she was doing a normal work.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, it is so, really beautiful.
Then my wife previously, she didn't believe all those things, but after seeing this, then totally her mind also got changed. Okay, previously she used to be in the ritual prayers. We both in the ritual prayers, even my friends also doing the ritual prayers. So all of a sudden, then I came to know that okay, doctor have something. Even we used to go to prayer mosque, and everywhere people used to say about Quran and Quranic verses.
Can we come to the next round so that others can also, because now we are able to understand how you were badly affected, how you are able to come out of it. Yes. Probably next round now you'll be able to talk a little more.
Yeah, inshallah.
Thank you.
Yeah, lovely. Okay, so dear friends, what Sadiq just shared is the verse. It is 2:155. The verse goes like this: and we will surely test you with something of fear and hunger and loss of wealth, of lives and fruits, but give good tidings to the patient. So this is what doctor has been teaching, explaining that Allah is waiting Allah is waiting to you to turn to Him. And He says, I am closest to you, even closer than the jugular vein. So this is faith with clarity, which we have learned from Dr. Fazl. We all have faith as a concept, but here is an example where this is faith like a manual. If your bike or anything you have to repair, you exactly do that which is required. So when we are not in good health, we are being tested. So this verse comes in our mind that, oh, Allah is asking me to turn to Him.
Yeah.
So this is universal message today. Sadiq, what you shared is an excellent reminder for all of us. 155, that should keep us always at peace, that anything happens, we have nothing to worry. We just have to remember His promise that He answers prayer. All right. So that's a wonderful universal feedback from Sadiq. And similarly, let us listen to anybody who is willing to share. Yeah, please go ahead, switch on your video and share. We have many in the group. It is important that we learn to express gratitude for what we have gained. We must express. That is also our duty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So who would like to share? Okay. As they are yet to decide, I will share. Friends, I met Dr. Fazl in 2009. 2006, I think. Sorry. Now, 2006, when I met him, similarly like Swarnamani, even I had my own apprehension, because he is teaching, he's questioning ritual prayer, which was like disturbing our comfort zone. We are used to certain practices. But then only when I realized that what he explains is be actual in life, be authentic. You don't have to do traditional thing, because when you do traditional thing, you are just satisfying the people. But when you become rational and actual in your prayer, that is when you are directly connected as an individual with your creator. So that learning inspired me to change ways. And by God's grace, me and my family, we all overcame our various chronic problems. I was put to test several times. I had 3 fractures. I recovered from that. I had trigeminal neuralgia, 3 times extreme pain. So all and similarly, each daughter, both of them and my wife, and then surprisingly, since I am a life coach, I had many people who attend my program. So I kept on making them attend and listen to Dr. Fazl. So they too also started sharing. And based on that, I ended up documenting and writing a book called Zero Medicine Wisdom with doctor's permission. His 2 years of teaching, I made it a small booklet. So he didn't mind because I am revealing all his secrets in that book. So what I request each one of you is, you have grasped the message in your own way. All you need to do is take the liberty to express. You begin writing, one fine day you will also be very confident in speaking. God will inspire those who practice to preach also. We, of course, follow the principle of don't preach what you don't practice, but it is important that we learn to preach what we practice. It is our duty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because if you are practicing something and not revealing, then also God is not happy. All the prophets, if you see, they had certain plus point because of which God chose them. God told them, speak. When Allah says, kul, means speak. Throughout, you'll find every prophet has been asked to speak. So that means today when we are learning this, God is asking us to share that message. So when we follow God's teaching truly, then we end up playing the role of messengers. So today is a good opportunity for each one of you to share your message and play the role of messenger for today's recording. So I have Dr. Gyanamurthy who has switched on the video. Can I request him to speak, please? 2 minutes.
Good evening, everyone. 2005, I met Dr. Fazlur in a meeting in Madurai. So every week there's a meeting conducted. So I was told by one of my customer that a doctor is coming to Madurai who is telling that don't take chemical drugs. Because I was telling to farmers don't use chemical fertilizers. But I was at that time having a business, doing fertilizer business. So they said that you're sitting in a fertilizer business and you're telling that.
Gyanamurthy, keep the mic closer to you.
Yeah, you're not hearing it?
Now better.
Yeah, okay.
Keep it closer to you so that you can.
Okay. So they were telling you're sitting in a fertilizer trading and you're saying that don't use fertilizer. Likewise, a doctor is telling that don't use chemical drugs, being a allopathic doctor. So it made me curious to see him. So I went to the meeting. So what I understood in the meeting was, I was right that from that time, 2005 to till date, every meeting I am just I'm attending the meeting. So what I understood is, even for our problems, we should not take any medicines. So since then, all my family, including all my children, they were born in my home without only with God's help, and none of them are taking any medicines so far. Then I started practicing acupuncture, then acutouch, then without touch. Then I've seen hundreds and hundreds of thousands of patients. He was asking me long back. So what do you understand by this meeting? So I told him that we should follow our heart. We should be at peace. We should ask for peace and follow the heart. That's what I understand. And then I was inspired to read Quran, and all throughout the Quran, I understood the same message that follow the heart. But to follow the heart, we should be at peace. So we said the first thing for us is to be at peace. So when we are at peace, then only we can follow our heart. Without peace, we cannot follow our heart. We don't be following our brain, which is the whole of our life. We are just following our brain, which has the messages which are recorded in that. We are just following it. But I was inspired, and I understood that we should follow our heart, and that's what Quran is also teaching us. And since then, I was reading Quran all these years, right from the first book, Tamil edition, which was I think in 2007. 2007, yes, 2007. The first book came, and from that day, I'm reading Quran, and now the Quran has made me to follow my heart and teach what I have understood. The people how to lead a life with the help of Quran. And what is, I'm just teaching now people what is disease, how to come out of disease, what people are told as disease, but actually what is disease are. And this I call this as a class, a life science class. What Quran teaches us, what our heart teaches, how to understand that, what the medical knowledge teaches us, and what is the right meaning of it. all those things. So whoever follows their heart, they are following Quran. This is what I understood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Okay.
yeah, and Gyanamurthy, I know since so many years you have been sharing the dais in various meetings of Dr. Fazlur in Coimbatore and other places, isn't it?
Yeah, Madurai.
So others should know, those who are yet not known, they were only in virtual, that Gyanamurthy, whenever I get a chance, I refer people to him, because he and Dr. Kanaga Sabapati, three of them together shared the dais with Dr. Fazal and to guide the people who come to attend. So, inspired by Sadiq Bacha, I have three words which we should, as a standard rule, put it in our chat box also. One verse which he just said, 155. Then there are other two words which you all will be knowing, where Allah says, I am closer to you than the jugular vein, and I promise that I answer prayer. Then there is another verse which says, you will be tested. Don't think that you will claim yourself to be a believer and you won't be tested. Then there is one more verse where Allah says, if you are heeding me, then why will I punish you? So all the four verses are very beautiful. It has assurance, and in the end, it is also gives you peace that if we totally surrender to Allah, then we won't be even tested. So we must document our life experience, keeping those four verses in mind, so that all of us are always easy and peaceful, and we are never in anxiety. All right. So let us listen to some more people, please. Yeah. Geeta, Juicer, Satish.
Saify, I have one request.
Yeah.
And probably people maybe shy to talk. Probably you can call from the name wise. If they have anything, let them share. Otherwise, let them not share.
Lovely. So I just saw Juicer switching on his video.
Okay.
That means he's ready to speak. Yes, okay. Juicer, good evening. Welcome. Yeah, you unmute yourself, Juicer.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Assalamu alaikum.
Yes.
The major thing which I have learned, or two things which I have learned, is one, of course, maintaining your peace at any situation, which I am trying to practice. I am not good at it. I still get angry, but very often I remember this, so it douses the anger. And the second thing that I learned during these classes is the names of Allah, which we have to inculcate in our life. So the names of Rahman, Rahim. So these are the qualities or attributes of Allah which we have to bring into our daily lives. So remembering those names constantly and abiding by those names and practicing those names is what we should be doing in our daily life. So this is the two things which I would like to share from the sessions which I am learning from Dr. Fazl's class.
You are very crisp and clear.
As you shared this, Juicer, I will once again remind you and Sadiq and others who have spoken that please write a paragraph on the actual benefit you and your family received, how you were tested on various occasions, and how you successfully, by God's grace, succeeded in passing through that. Not necessarily today. You can record it so that I can help you making it more crisp, and we can have a small clip of 1 minute video later on.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So there's a lot in Juser's heart he may want to share, but in order to give everybody a chance, we will restrict it today. All right. Now in my screen we have okay, Shadik Bacha spoke, Vijay Vagai Jay Kumar and Ramesh Radha. After that, there is Abhishek. Please unmute and share if you have anything, or you can postpone sharing. We have whoever switches on video or unmutes themselves, I will come to know.
Saify, whoever is very, quite remember they have a lot to share.
Yes.
They have a lot to share. That's why they are not sharing it now.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We have yes, Amrita also there. She is always ready to share. Then we have Tasneem Bhavnagarwala. Yeah. Whoever is ready, please unmute and share.
They have so much to share. They don't know how to start. From where they have to start.
Yeah, that same problem has me
Yeah.
too also have. That's why I just talk about what I have inspired by doctor. So I have short to tell. But
Yeah.
seriously, I don't know how to convey what I have get that.
Your voice is not so good. You just speak closely. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear.
Yeah. Yeah, the same problem for me also. That's why I'm not telling how how I get some proof. I'm unable to convey my message. So what I plan means what I have inspired throughout this year. So I would like to share that one.
Yeah, no problem. So in any case, go ahead and make a document, at least in the written form. That will be easy for all of us. And send it either to me on my number. So if there is some further improvement I can do, I will help you. I hope everybody should write their success story in life as they are advancing in this path of godliness. All right. Yeah. So let this meeting be concluded even otherwise in such a way that people are left with this idea to ponder and think that it is their duty to express. Yeah. So we have a message from Kavita. My sincere gratitude to Allah for inspiring us with peace through Dr. Fazl. Alhamdulillah. So,
hello.
Abhishek?
Yeah, this is Abhishek. Can you hear me?
Please go ahead, Abhishek. Are you able to switch on your video?
I can't because I'm a little loud. I can't switch on my video now. Better to be in voice, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
It's raining here, so I'm just standing from here.
All right,
We can recognize your face through your voice. Don't worry.
Thank you. Yeah, and from my side, truly, if you want to tell truly that there is not one or two moments that we could share, it's about the complete life change happening from 2012 end actually. It is not just that I got this, that, not like that. The whole life has got changed. To tell, it's like basically I was from a Christian family where I was just staying in the church itself for the things which is happening. And I was more involved into that to an extent that where I was planning to become a preacher, father, like that, to practice as a father, to to become a father, I was so interested into that. I got involved into that much. In 2012, through my uncle, I was started attending the classes, the conferences which was happening in Salem. In the first session itself, when doctor was telling about the things which are in Quran, it raised me so many questions that what is not there in Bible which is there in Quran? Why he has taken Quran? Why we have to listen to this? All those things. And actually from that first session itself, it made me to read the Bible again from the beginning, but now with the comparison with Quran. So Quran and Bible, the comparative study, it actually taught me so many things, which made me so clear about why Quran and why not Bible. And it came to a level where a clear picture why there is no religion, why Jesus is not God, and why Quran is the only path to get into an elevated life, all those things and all. It started from there. From there, my life started changing. And not only from in that wise, in medical wise also.
Yes, your voice is gone, Abhishek.
It's completely planned that I could able to under 4 years, 5 years. After that, if we come to an analysis of the 4 years, then we are able to understand, okay, it is completely under his thing, his plan like that. But all those things we got to know only after listening to classes and after reading Quran, that every verses which was actually giving lots and lots of insights for our every incident, which was actually mending us. So this is how it started. Maybe I don't want to go for a long. So maybe in some other time I will share the other things. So the main thing was the religion, caste, and why we have to be out by Quran, not the other things. That was the main thing which has happened in me, the big one. Thank you.
Yes, Abhishek. What you can do is, I request, again, I'm repeating my request. Each one of us have, like Sodamani said, a lot to share and they don't know where to begin. So that makes things little difficult to express. So what I request you once again, let's start, documenting what we wish to share in the text format now. All right. And you send it to me. We will together fine tune it so that in future opportunities, we will make a single minute video or 2 minutes video. I'm sure there are experts who can do that. And we'll have a better recording next meeting. All right, Abhishek.
Saify, I want to tell you one thing. When Abhishek started, he wanted to become a father. You know that he has become a father now, true father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Abhishek, for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Abhishek, one point I felt I should share. In Value Life Mission, you would have noticed that I am writing the message of Doctor's talk as life text in the divine, live context in the divine text. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I've seen it, but not completely.
Yeah. So why do I write live context behind the divine text is why something becomes Quran. Quran is, you cannot say everybody reads that book. Why a person understands, how a person understands becomes the Quran. If somebody is going to read any book thinking that it is a book of history, they will not be able to connect it with liveness with their life. It is first time in my life I have been teaching faith as a life coach since 1990. But first time in my life, somebody says faith is not something, a concept. Faith is something that is to be applied. So when the context becomes live, the text becomes Quran. Furqan is the conscience that is guiding us. When we follow with conscience any message and discriminate between right and wrong, then it becomes live faith, and that we find in the hard copy called Quran. So it connects. So it is like this. Quran is nothing but a person becoming messenger with the message. Then it becomes Quran. That is what we have been learning. All right. So yeah, that good chance I got to express this. Okay, we'll wait for more feedback. We had Jija Srini on and off unmuting herself. Please go ahead and switch on your video and share from Hosur. Jija Srini from Hosur.
எனக்கு தமிழ்ல பேசுறதா
பரவாயில்லை. People take freedom in speaking in Tamil, friends.
எனக்கெல்லாம் தமிழ் தான் தெரியும், இங்கிலீஷ் தெரியாது.
சரிங்கண்ணா சரிங்கண்ணா. அதான் கொஞ்ச நேரம் தங்கிட்டு இருந்தேன்.
At the end of the session, because other people can understand it.
அல்லாஹ் தெரிஞ்சது வந்து 2010-11 தான் படிப்படியா 2009 மேரேஜ் முடிஞ்சிருந்தப்போ 10-11 அப்படிதான் படிப்படியா அப்பவுமே மனசுல ஒரு எண்ணம் இருக்கும், எது இறைவன் தெரியல, ஹிந்துவா இல்ல முஸ்லிமா கிறிஸ்டியனா எது கும்பிடுறதே அப்படிங்கறது தெரியாத இருந்துட்டு இருந்ததெல்லாம் இருந்தது. உருவ வழிபாடுல பெரும்பாலும் நம்பிக்கை இருந்தது இல்லை. அப்போ கொஞ்சம் காது எனக்கு பிரச்சனை அடிக்கடி இருந்துட்டு இருந்தப்போ ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ல சொல்லி இருந்தாங்க, ஹோல் இருக்கு, ஆப்ரேஷன் பண்ணணும், அப்பதான் உங்களுக்கு சரியாகும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி இருந்தாங்க. அப்போ குழந்தை எனக்கு பிறந்து இருந்துச்சு. அப்போ அவங்களுக்கு 1 year ஆயிருந்தப்போ எனக்கு ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் போய் 5 days இருந்து கொஞ்சம் எனக்கு ஷிவரிங்கா இருக்கு, ஒரு பதட்டமா இருக்கு. ஓகே,
நிதானமா பேசுங்க.
ஓகே,
எல்லாமே தமிழ் தான்.
ஆமா சரி, ஓகே.
நாங்கெல்லாம் கஷ்டப்பட்டு இங்கிலீஷ் பேசுறோம், நீங்க ரொம்ப ஈஸியா தமிழ் பேசுறீங்க, கஷ்டப்பட்டு பேசுறோம்.
சரிங்க. அப்போ இறைவனோட அருளால அப்ப படிப்படியா அப்பதான் நமக்கு நான் டாக்டரோட புக்கு அப்போ நம்ம கையில கிடைச்சது. சரவண் சார்ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு திருப்பூர்ல இருந்திருந்தாங்க, பெண்களை உங்களுக்காகன்னு சொல்லி புக் கொடுத்திருந்தாங்க. எனக்கு ஆப்ரேஷன் பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லி இருந்ததுனால, குழந்தை இருந்ததுனால என்னால ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் போய் அட்மிட் ஆக முடியல. 2வது எனக்கு அதுல விருப்பமும் இல்லை, 2 காதும் ஆப்ரேஷன் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டாங்க. அப்போ குழந்தை இருந்ததுனால எனக்கு பண்றதுக்கு விருப்பம் இல்லை. காது வலி இருக்கும், ஓட்டை இருந்துச்சு. அப்போ சரவண் சார்னு திருப்பூர்ல இருந்தாங்க, அவங்க கிட்ட போய் பார்க்கும்போதுதான் அவர் புக்கு பெண்களை உங்களுக்காக புக்கு முதல் டைமா இறைவனோட அருளால கையில கிடைச்சதுங்க. அப்ப அது படிக்க ஆரம்பிச்சுட்டு இருந்தோம். அப்பவே டோட்டலா இந்த இங்கிலீஷ் மெடிசன் வந்து எவ்வளவு கெடுதலா இருக்குன்னு சொல்லி அப்பவே இறைவன் அறிவிச்சு கொடுத்திருந்தான். அப்ப மெடிசன் வேண்டாம் அப்படிங்கிற எண்ணத்துல இருந்துட்டு இருந்தோம். அப்பவும் காது வலி வரும்போதெல்லாம் அவரு பிரார்த்தனை பண்ணுவாங்க, அவங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ணுவோம், பிரார்த்தனை பண்ணுவாங்க, சுகமாகும். அப்ப எப்படி சுகமாகுது அப்படிங்கிற எண்ணம் மனசுல இருக்கும்போது அவர்கிட்ட கால் பண்ணி கேட்டப்போ, எப்படிங்க சார் நீங்க அங்க இருக்கீங்க, நாங்க இங்க இருக்கோம், எப்படி நீங்க போன்ல என்ன பண்றீங்க, எப்படி சுகமாகுது அப்படிங்கும்போது, கிளாஸ்க்கு வாங்கம்மா, இந்த மாதிரி கிளாஸ் நடக்கும் வாங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னாங்க. அதுக்கும் ஒரு வருஷ காலம் தாமதமாச்சு. அதுக்கிடையில இந்த புக்ஸ் எல்லாம் தான் படிச்சுட்டு இருந்தோம், பெண்களை உங்களுக்காக, வெற்றிக்கு மேல் வெற்றி, அதெல்லாம் தான் படிச்சுட்டு இருந்தோம். 1 வருஷ காலம் கழிச்சுதான் சரவண் சார் பார்க்கக்கூடிய ஒரு சான்ஸ். அப்போ ஞானமூர்த்தி அண்ணா கிளாஸ்ல இருந்தாங்க. அப்போ அக்குபஞ்சர் கிளாஸ் எல்லாம் நடந்திருக்கிற இடத்துல ஞானமூர்த்தி அண்ணாவோட மறைவான பேச்சு வந்து மனசுக்கு ரொம்ப ஈர்ப்பா இருந்தது. எவ்வளவுதான் கிளாஸ் 2 days எடுத்துட்டு இருந்தாலும் கூட இவர் ஏதோ சொல்றாரு, மறைவா சொல்றாரு அப்படிங்கறது மனசுல ஒரு ஈர்ப்பாவே இருந்துட்டு இருந்துச்சு. அப்ப கிளாஸ் முடிக்கும் போது 2 days கழிச்சு அவர்கிட்டதான் கேட்டோம் ஒவ்வொன்றும், அப்ப எப்படி சுகமாகும்னு எண்ணம், நீங்க என்ன பேசுறீங்க, அதே மாதிரி என் குழந்தைக்கு வந்து இப்படி கொஞ்சம் அவன் பேசுறதுக்கு கொஞ்சம் சிரமப்பட்டுட்டு இருந்தான், அப்ப சுகமாகுமாங்கண்ணா அப்படின்லாம் கேட்டப்போ அவரு சுகமாகும் அப்படிங்கிற அந்த வார்த்தை வந்து மனசுக்கு ரொம்ப சமாதானத்தை கொடுத்துச்சு. என்னமோ இவர் பேசுறாரு, ஆனா சரியா புரியல, ஆனா சமாதானத்தை கொடுத்துச்சு. அப்புறம் அடுத்த கிளாஸ்க்கும் போகணுங்கிற அந்த ஈர்ப்பை இறைவன் கொடுத்துட்டு இருந்தாங்க. அடுத்த கிளாஸுக்கும் சென்னைக்கு ஞானமூர்த்தி அண்ணா கிளாஸ்க்கு அட்டன் பண்றதுக்கு சென்னை போயிருந்தோம். அப்புறம் படிப்படியா அப்புறம் டாக்டர் மீட்டிங் அட்டன் பண்ண சொல்லி ஞானமூர்த்தி அண்ணா சரவண் சார்ல சொல்லியிருந்தப்போ டாக்டர் மீட்டிங் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் அபிஷேக் அவங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி சேலத்துல அட்டன் பண்ணப்போ 2 days யாருக்கிட்டயுமே பேசணுங்கிற எண்ணமே தோணலை. அப்ப என்ன டாக்டர் சொல்றாங்க அப்படிங்கும்போது மனசுக்கு அவ்வளவு அமைதி, சமாதானமா இருக்கும். 2 நாள் யாருக்கிட்டயுமே பேசணும்னே தோணாது. மறுபடியும் அந்த கிளாஸ் அட்டன் பண்ணணும்ட்டு இருந்துட்டு இருக்கும். அப்படி இந்த மாதிரி படிப்படியா டாக்டர் தெரிய வரும்போதுதான் என் குழந்தைக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர் குழந்தைக்கு வந்து இப்ப 3 குழந்தைங்க இறைவனோட அருளால 2 இறைவழி குழந்தைங்க தான் வீட்லயே பிறந்தது. முதல் குழந்தைக்கு 2.25 வருஷம் இருக்கும்போது காலையில சாப்பாடு ஊட்டிட்டு இருக்கும்போது தலையில டிவி விழுந்துருச்சு. ஸ்டாண்டோட அப்படியே தலையில குழந்தை தலையில 2.25 வயசு குழந்தை தலையில டிவி விழுந்து குழந்தை ஸ்பாட்லயே மயக்கமாயிட்டா. மயக்கமாட்டு ஒரு உணர்வுமே இல்ல, அப்படியே பிளட் வாமிட் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. அப்போ 2.25 வயசு குழந்தை நமக்கு என்ன பண்ணும் தெரியாது. இறைவனோட அருளால நம்மளுக்கு ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ங்கிற அந்த எண்ணமே நீக்கி இருந்தா என்ன பண்ணும்னு தெரியல. அப்ப உடனே டாக்டர் கிட்ட கால் பண்ணி தான் நான் அழுதுட்டே சொல்றேன், டாக்டர் இந்த மாதிரி சாப்பாடு ஊட்டிட்டு இருந்த குழந்தை மயக்கமாயிட்டாங்க டாக்டர், டிவி தலையில விழுந்து மயக்கமாயிட்டா அப்படின்னு சொல்லி டாக்டர் கிட்ட பேசினேன். அப்ப டாக்டர் என்னை பார்த்திருக்கீங்களாமா அப்படின்னு கேட்டாங்க. வந்திருக்கேன் டாக்டர், மீட்டிங்க்கு வந்திருக்கேன் டாக்டர் அப்படின்னா, சரிம்மா சுகமாயிரும், நாளைக்கு கால் பண்ணுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி சொன்னாங்க. ஆனா எனக்கு கண்ணு முன்னாடியே மயக்கம் போட்டு விழுந்துட்டான் குழந்தை, என்ன பண்றதுன்னு தெரியல, அழுக பதட்டம் எல்லாமே இருந்துச்சு. மறுபடியும் சமாதானம் இல்லாம சரவண் சார் கிட்ட ஞானமூர்த்தி அண்ணாட்டெல்லாம் கால் பண்ணப்போ, கண்டிப்பா சுகமாயிருமா, உங்க மனசோட சமாதானத்தை பாருங்க, இறைவன் அந்த குழந்தை கூடயேதான் இருக்கான், சுகமாயிரும். இதைத்தான் ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ல வந்து 48 மணி நேரம் கழிச்சுதான் சொல்ல முடியும், 24 மணி நேரம் கழிச்சுதான் சொல்ல முடியும்னு சொல்றாங்கம்மா. இறைவன் கூடயே இருந்துட்டு இருக்கான், உங்களோட சமாதானத்தை நீங்க பிரார்த்தனையா வைங்க, குழந்தை கூட இறைவன் இருக்கா அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அப்போ அந்த அவங்களோட பிரார்த்தனையும் பேச்சு சமாதானத்தை கொடுத்திருந்துச்சு. 1 நாள் 2 நாள் இல்ல, 2 நாளுமே குழந்தை வந்து முழிக்கவே இல்லை, மயக்கத்திலேயேதான் இருந்தா. ஆனாலும் எனக்கும் என்னோட ஹஸ்பண்டுக்கும் சமாதானம் அவ்வளோ இருந்துச்சு, கண்டிப்பா குழந்தை வந்து விழிச்சிருவான் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி அந்த சமாதானத்தை எல்லாம் கொடுத்திருந்தான். 2 நாள் கழிச்சு இல்ல 1 நாள்லயே இடையில கண்ணு முழிச்சு பார்த்தாங்க, மறுபடியும் பிளட் வாமிட் பண்ணி மறுபடியும் மயக்கமாயிருச்சு குழந்தை. 2 நாளும் இப்படியேதான் போயிட்டு இருந்துச்சு. அப்புறம் 3ஆவது நாள் தான் படிப்படியா விழிப்பு 3 நாள் தான் விழிப்பு, ஆனா ஒரு ரியாக்ஷனும் இல்ல குழந்தைகிட்ட. கண்ணை திறந்து மட்டும்தான் பார்த்தாங்க. அப்படி படிப்படியா தான் அப்புறம் இவர்கிட்ட பேசிட்டும் இருக்கும், இவங்க கிட்ட பேசிட்டு இருக்கும்போது அந்த சமாதானம் படிப்படியா இல்லம்மா இதுதான் ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ல சொல்லியிருப்பாங்க, நம்மள பயப்படுத்தி இருப்பாங்க, என்ன ஆயிருக்குன்னே தெரியாது, இப்ப மயக்க நிலை கொடுத்தது வந்து தலையில ஹெவியா அடிபட்டதுனால அந்த இறைவன் மயக்க நிலை கொடுத்து சுகமாக்கிட்டு இருக்கான் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி அப்புறம் படிப்படியா தான் குழந்தை 1 வாரம் ஆயிடுச்சு எழுந்திருக்க. 1 வாரம் கழிச்சுதான் படிப்படியா எழுந்ததும் எல்லாமே படுத்ததாதான் இருந்தது. 4 நாள் 5 நாள் கழிச்சப்போ விளையாண்டுட்டு இருந்த குழந்தை இப்படி படுத்திருக்கேன்னு மனசுல ஒரு அழுகையா இருந்தது. அப்ப மனசுல அல்லாத நினைச்சிட்டு இப்படி கண்ணு முன்னாடி விளையாண்டு இருந்த குழந்தை இப்படி படுத்துட்டு இருக்கானே, எழுந்திருக்க முடியலையேன்னு கண்ணுல அழுகையா வரும்போது அல்லாவோட அத்தாட்சியா குழந்தை எந்திரிச்சு வந்து என்னை பின்னாடி பிடிச்சு இழுத்து அம்மான்னு சொல்லி கூப்பிட்டாங்க. அப்பதான் அகிலங்களின் இறைவன் அவன் மட்டும்தான், அவனால மட்டும்தான் எல்லாமே முடியும்னு அழுத மாதிரி அவன்கிட்டயே புகழனுக்கு உங்ககிட்டயே எங்க வாழ்க்கைய எல்லாத்தையும் ஒப்படைக்கிறோம் இறைவான்னு சொல்லி இது பண்ணோம்னா இன்னும் எவ்வளவோ அத்தாட்சி எல்லாம் காட்டி இருக்கான். போன மாசம் கூட டாக்டர் போய் பார்க்கும்போது எப்பவுமே நம்ம பாவம் பண்ணிட்டோம் அப்படிங்கிற எண்ணம் வேண்டாமா, எல்லாம் நம்பிக்கை கொண்டுட்டோம், அப்புறம் நான் தப்புதான் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கிறோமோ அதுதாங்கிற குழப்பம் என்னைக்குமே மனசுல வேண்டாம், அல்லாஹ் வந்து ஏத்துக்கிட்டான், அல்லாஹ் கூட தான் இருந்துட்டு இருக்கீங்க, அப்ப அறிவு என்னைக்குமே குறுக்கிட வேண்டாம், உன்னோட அருளை கொண்டு ஆற்றலை கொண்டு வழி நடத்துகிறவா அப்படிங்கிற பிரார்த்தனையோட இருங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி டாக்டர் போன மாசம் கூட சொல்லி இருந்தாங்க. நான் எந்த அளவுக்கு பதட்டத்துல சொன்னேன்னு தெரியலங்க, ஆனா இது பெரிய ஒரு அத்தாட்சியா இருந்தது. 2 பிரசவமும் அப்படிதான் வீட்டிலேயே எந்த ஒரு மனுஷங்களோட உதவியும் இல்லாம அவனும் நானும் அப்படிங்கிற சூழல் மட்டும்தான் இருந்தது. கணவன் கூட பக்கத்துல இல்ல, அவரும் கொஞ்சம் பயந்துட்டு இருந்ததுனால அல்லாவும் நானும் அந்த அத்தாட்சியை பார்க்கணும், எல்லாமே அவன் மட்டும்தான் பண்றாங்கிற அந்த அத்தாட்சியை பார்க்கணும் அப்படிங்கறதுல இன்னைக்கு வரைக்கும் அல்லாஹ் வாழ வச்சிட்டு இருக்காங்க.
Yes, Geeta, you can give small feedback to Jija Srini who spoke, because I don't know Tamil, and after that you can share. Yes, Geeta, go ahead.
Yeah, I think she's talking about how she came into this path and how she I mean, she's a witness to what happened in her life, that her baby was hurt, but she became all right. And since then, her belief and faith in God has increased. அப்படிதானே ஜீஜா?
ஆமாங்கக்கா ஆமாங்கக்கா ஆமாங்கக்கா.
Okay. So friends, Geeta, you share if you have anything to share, and it's already 1 hour past. Geeta also has to catch a train. She is on her way to Coimbatore. So we will listen to what Geeta has to say.
Yes, I'll just keep it short. There's so much to say, but I'll just keep it short. And I got to know about this path. Actually, Saify introduced me to Dr. Fazlur, and I got to know how to, I had faith in God, but I didn't know how to realize God. Okay. And I didn't know that peace of mind is the most important thing. And I didn't know what is peace also. So slowly, Dr. Fazl's explanations and Dr. Jnanamurthy's explanations, God has made me realize more and more about him. And what is fascinating is, fascinated me is that at first I didn't understand anything, but then I liked it. Then slowly I started getting clarity about so many things. And it is possible to live without medicine and doctors and all that. That's one thing. And then beyond religion, there's no need for any religion. We can live a peaceful life without all that, rituals and all that. And the most important thing is Quran. I feel Quran is the only thing which Allah is, protective, so protective about women. I don't think I've seen it in any other Veda or religion or whatever it is. So that amazes me that Allah is so protective, and he teaches every one of us how to, behave or live the life. So that has fascinated me always. And I'm getting to know more and more. And I've realized that what all I've been thinking is all false, that in this worldly life, I thought this is how we should live, but everything has been, I realized that it's not the way we should live. So, be it education or job or, all the other things which we normally do. So slowly we are trying to get into the path. And also my husband, Mr. Swarnamani, had a big lump in his thigh, but with God's grace and with prayers and prayers of Dr. Fazlur and other people, he has become all right. And he was in rest for 2 months, and cricket ball size boil he had, and slowly it was very painful for him, and he had to rest, and then it broke out, and then all the pus came out, and it all there's not even a scar, actually. A very little scar. So it was beyond, it's beyond my words. It has increased our faith in him, that he's finally all right, and in a couple of months he became totally all right. So that's all I want to share. Yes. There's more, but we can write it. Okay.
Yeah. As we heard Geeta, I'm reminding everybody again, because now we will be closing this session. But let this session be a reminder to each one of us that start documenting your life experience. It will help everybody. It is your duty, and it will be our gift to this concept. And besides, God's word, when we keep saying that I learned from Quran and it is not there in God's word is always there. It is already there in our heart. It is always there. It is just that people, somewhere did not get the authentic understanding of it. The same Quran is understood wrongly by people. So it is all question of becoming aware with your own heart, so that then it becomes Quran. Like I told you, it is your heart which translates things, interprets things better. So start, as I said, we have learned from Dr. Fazl that we will be rational and not traditional. We will be actual and not ritual. So the very idea of wanting to be authentic and open-minded changes things. We should not be, I feel, in our comfort zone and stay blindfolded. Yeah, it is blindfolded is like example, ostrich keep putting their head inside the sand. So following each one's practice and becoming divided is not our goal, isn't it?
Yes.
So we know God is one and there is none. And we are manifestation, and the whole universe is manifestation of Allah.
Yeah.
So we surrender to that Rahman and Rahim. This is the message we have learned from Dr. Fazl.
Yeah.
So with this, I would
Saify,
like
one thing was Jija Srinivasan was telling her experience. Her 2.5 years daughter had pulled down the TV on her head, and she had blood vomiting, and 2.5 years child, and she recovered in 1 week. That's what she was telling. So she is not a blind faith. She knows what is happening. She has been given the advice that are what is happening within her daughter. Within her daughter, she know what is happening there. So she had, because of that, she had patience. She believed in God. Then this we cannot say it's a miracle. It's for us it's a miracle, but for God it's His creation.
So
that's what she was telling.
So Gyanamurthy, my request is I would like you to help me document so many people you have experienced through your advice or through your guidance. Please document it, because my publisher is asking me for the next version of Zero Medicine Wisdom.
Okay.
So in next version, I will carry out one chapter of everyone's feedback, authentic feedback of the changes. And it will also enrich the book, and it will be an eye opener for others, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'll wait for another 2-3 minutes.
Okay.
If anybody has to speak, otherwise I will remind everybody to go ahead and document your life experience based on practical implementation of faith, becoming actual in practicing your belief. And then, of course, share your feedback. Document it. Use the Value Life mission to continue express how you are getting elevated in life and make it more active. All right. So is there anybody else wanting to speak? Yes. Muhammad Nuhu Samshuddin.
Sir, Jason this side. Can I talk?
Jason. Yes, please.
Sir, I just wanted to understand from Ms. Geeta. She was referring about woman is getting more privilege in Quran. But what I understand is that the woman rights are very less in Islam, and also mutlaq. There were a lot of opposition from religious leaders. If she can throw some more light into it, then that'll be really helpful.
Yeah. Jason, I will take the liberty to reply on behalf of Geeta. There is nothing called the worldview. What the world understands about Islam and what your heart understands is totally different. The very word to be on the path of peace is a request made by Almighty to you and me. So the one who adheres to this message of wanting to be at peace and behaving in a peaceful manner is Quran. What the world interprets is a political mutually taking advantage of each other. We are never aware of the true message of Quran. So unless we actually directly study the Quran with our heart, with our open mind, the answer will come from there. So Gita may not be in position to answer this, and we can always take it separate. Maybe, Jason, you have not gone through the Quran the way Dr. Fazl has taken us, because it is so different from what the world believes, or the world has been conditioned to believe. So I normally tell in my message that be ready to believe what the world disbelieves, and be ready to disbelieve what the world believes. So how that will happen? If you get access to those verses and allow your conscience to interpret, then you will surprise those who are ritualistic and traditional, and you'll be able to question. So Jason, kind of a person who is very good in wanting to investigate, they are the best person to enter and study the manual directly. All right, Jason.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. So with that, is there anybody else, or shall I'll wait for another 60 seconds and thank everybody thereafter and close today's meeting.
Hello.
Yeah.
Salam.
Yes,
Salam
please.
to everyone.
Yes, salam.
My name is Muhammad Noor.
Please go ahead.
All praise to Allah, all glory to Allah. In the name of Allah, I'm starting. First of all, I want to tell about how I turned to Quran first, then how I turned to zero medicine. 1 year, more than 1.5 years back, when the COVID started, the beginning, me and my friend, we were accusing about this. There are group of people gathered, and then why they, after announcing this lockdown, we were accusing them, and we have a friends group. We were telling about this. Say they don't have the basic knowledge. How come they gathered and all? It's the initial test. Nobody know about this. What is the impact on COVID? That time we were blaming about them. That time they were my friends were that group. They were telling that don't blindly blame anyone. First, you do the study the Quran. They were telling this. My friend, first you research do the research, and you are still researching so many things. He telling to my friend, why don't you research on the Quran? Then he turned to the Quran. The same way he was telling to him also, why don't you telling to me? You guys are first of all you are praying the Fajr prayer, morning prayer, the early prayer. Then I replied to him spontaneously. It came to my heart. See, don't point that others. Nobody knows what is inside the heart. The prayer is between the individual heart, between the one person heart to Allah. Allah knows what is inside the person heart. It is not that prayer doing what we are doing the rituals.
Absolutely.
Whatever we are every day when we thought about the God also, that is also called prayer. When I was thinking about in that way, then I replying that way. So nobody can see their heart how is praying or is doing ritual only, he is remembering the God. We cannot say that only if he is not praying that he is not remembering the God. That way I explained to him. Then next day onwards, my friend turned to researching this Quran. After that, he was doing this research and turned to this. He got a chance to hear about that speech about this Mr. Fazlur Rahman, Dr. Fazlur Rahman speeches, and he also asked me to listen about his speeches. Then I also started listening his speech. It was very inspiring me, wherein already inside my thoughts, wherein when I'm usually I believe in Allah, but there are things stop me when I'm doing the ritual prayers. When we are doing ritual prayers, we are only reading in Arabic words. But actually I am Tamil. I don't know, but how we can, there are only the basic one, this Al-Fatiha I can understand. But there are other verses when they doing the ritual prayers, I can't understand, but simply I'm listening. But this thing is how come without knowing the meaning, real meaning of how we can understand this, that our prayer can be completed. I was every time whenever I'm doing the ritual prayer, there was a question inside my heart. There was always asking inside. Then okay, this was when hear this Mr. Dr. Fazlur Rahman speeches, then is make me more comfortable. This there are start continuously hearing his speeches about this. How come this ritual prayer, there is something is maybe misinterpreted in this ritual prayer. I was thinking inside my heart. Then me and my friend, we were studying, we are usually hearing this. It was going through 1 year. Then we were practicing the ritual prayers same time. We didn't stop the ritual prayers. When all of a sudden this year's and my friend is trying to stop the ritual prayers, but I didn't stop my ritual prayers. But I was doing the ritual prayer. Usually I'm listening his doctor speeches. Usually listening, I am attending the classes also. But one of the day, one of my another friend got fallen sick. He got fever, high fever. Then another 2 days, I also got sick. That time during the day, I got severe pain in my body, so much paining and so much fever also. I can't able to walk also. Then inside my heart, it's the next day my work duty has to. Then I inside I may feeling, okay, tomorrow's duty is tell. My friend was telling me that don't go to work, take a leave and take a rest. Then inside my heart is saying this, how come, why I have to decide now itself? So Allah maybe give me tomorrow. So I trust in Allah, then will Allah, if Allah make me cure, next day I will go to work. I was thinking that I slept. Then next day I woke up, I was suddenly all of a sudden, I felt now I was okay. Then I went to work and I finished my work. I come back, again I got a fever. Then 2-3 days, again I was feeling fever. That time my friend was telling to listen this speech. He was usually hearing this speech. Then when I was started hearing Dr. speech, I feel some peace in my heart. Always, whenever I hearing his speech, I'm feeling peace in my heart. Always, I feel this. I forgot about the worldly pleasures. I feel I'm very close to Allah. This was my feeling. Whenever I'm hearing this, reading the Quran, whenever hearing Dr. speech, then I was feeling heavier. Then one day night, the same day, next day night, I was feeling fever, high fever. Then I was hearing the speech, I slept. Then midday, 1 o'clock, I woke up, my body was full sweating. And that time also I hearing, I slept. When I used to hear and slept. I woke up and my body was full slept. So sweating, everything. Then I started hearing one speech. It was wonderful speech. It is inspired me a lot. I can't explain one day. There are so many things inside my heart was going through. Then completely I was, from that moment, I was all right. Then the next day, slowly I recover. Actually, if I would have gone to the doctor, they could have tested, they would have tell that this you got infected COVID positive. But I didn't go to the doctor. I trust in Allah. Whatever he explained, he was taught. He was teach about this zero medicine. I follow that. Allah cured me that day. I can say that one word. This was my experience, how I turned to this zero medicine. Hereafter, still now, also, and after that also, I got this severe pain in tooth. Every year I used to get the tooth pain. Then I used to go to the doctor. They will give medicine, some injection. Then I will be, then after 2 days, then I will be all right. Then I will not eat something. Then I will follow the food. But this time I never went to the doctor. I follow this I follow the zero medicine, doctor practice, everything. Normally, after 1 month, there was pain was there. There was a pain. Then there was a word in the Quran saying this. Already my friend is said, Sadiq has said, no, the same. Where Quranic word, I listen to it. Definitely Allah does us. We have to be patient. That definitely Allah will cure us. Then Allah will give a good news to us. That was the word always I'll remembering. I make me conscious about the Allah.
Wonderful.
Since all of a sudden the pain was gone, then I normally it's gone. Then I have that time also. After that, if I'm taking now also if I'm taking food, this pain will start pain. But there is a one side teeth. It has Allah has given a good strength to chewing the food. So then I thought that why I have to gratitude to Almighty God. This is a one side is still I can thank to God. There is a, even if I'm not able to chew other side, I can able to chew another side. So these are the thing always we have to be thank to God. Don't think that Allah is giving punishment or anything. Everything, whatever the punishment, make us to strengthen His way. Making there is in His way, He make us to closer to His way. This is everyone has to understand whenever we whenever we go through the pain or any unexpected circumstance, always is the Allah is giving testers to strengthen our what you call in Arabic iman, belief.
Exactly. All right, Muhammad.
Strengthen our belief. So it is getting closer to Allah. This is was my feeling.
Yes.
This one thing I want to share with all of you.
Yes,
this is
Muhammad.
my experience.
Yeah, Mohammed, you have given an extensive feedback. I request you once again to document all this. And it will be very interesting. You have covered wide aspect, both zero medicine as well as the way you develop faith. So will you like to document this in English properly?
Inshallah, Allah grant me.
All right.
Definitely,
Okay.
inshallah.
Okay, so with this, if there is any last message from Gyanamurti or...
Yeah, I have one more word to say, sir, if you allow me. Again.
Oh, yes, Jason.
Like Mr. Muhammad was talking about Allah, the same experience each people who are in different faith will definitely have. But the thing is that he is using the word Allah because he is from a Muslim background. That's what I believe. So he is referring to God Almighty, which is a belief within himself.
Yes.
That things are possible without an external kind of this thing. Support is what his strong belief that okay, some universal force will act upon him. That is what the belief which cured most of his problems or given solutions to most of his problems. So the Muhammad was actually trying to tell that okay, there is a Almighty which we call in different names in each religion, and we should support. We should seek support from that Almighty. That's what I think he was referring to.
Exactly. Yeah, sure. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
Yeah, lovely.
Thank you, Jason. This exactly what he was said is correct. See, everyone we call one God, but there are different names. But the way is different. But only the way is ultimate way is one God, one path. That is the path. When we go to that path, ultimate path, we are in the right path.
Yeah.
That is the way. There are many names. Allah in Quran itself is stating that we have to attribute His name. When we practice His attribute, definitely, inshallah, we can lead a very good life.
Excellent. So one of the verse which Doctor often explains is 6:159. I am not going to expand on this because we'll close today's meeting, but everybody has got a copy of the Quran with them. So Jason also can see 6:159, where Allah says to the Prophet that you have nothing to do with those who want to divide people, divide themselves into group. So Allah says, I am with those who are believing in oneness and believing in the canopy of their creator. If they want to create their own God, you have nothing to do with their matters, will be dealt with dealt by me directly. So as we are talking, we will share authentically our life experience. We are not here to get into any kind of debate or argument as a group. We are not here to form a sect. We are just sharing as an individual the glory of Allah and the cure and the mercy which we have experienced in our life. Whoever chooses to experience that mercy can turn to their own conscience, which can guide them to their Creator. So with that message, we close today's session. Thank you for all your feedback. I repeat once again, kindly document your life experience and share it directly on my number. Maybe I will fine tune it with it and take your help. And then we'll also offload it in the group so that the group doesn't become too much of messages coming there. So only that message will come, which we will want to share authentically. All right. So with that, shall we close today's meeting, friends?
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. And we'll continue conversing in WhatsApp group. Value Life.